this season is against Daniel Cormier. Oh man, what a stuffy, just dickhead Cormier really is. I think if you really get to know Daniel Cormier, he's really not.
Yeah, it was nice.
He's an asshole. He was an asshole. I mean, he didn't really connect with any of the fighters here. He's just an asshole. I tried to make peace with him many times, and he made it very clear that he wants to be enemies for the rest of his life because how lucrative it is. And he's just a, I don't know. There was moments where we got to laugh, you know, but for the most part, he's a dickhead. You know, you look at the way that he treats his staff members. He brought like 10 yes men out with him and literally, go get me my water. Where's my this? Why is that this? It was just, he just bosses guys around, you know. And the times we weren't filming, he wasn't very sociable with the people on set. He's just a dickhead. I think people that really work with him knows that. If I wrestled against Daniel Cormier, it'd be really interesting to see what happened. But the one thing I do know is that I made him cry in front of the world. I took him off of the list of being considered one of the greatest fighters of all time. He'll be even lower in the rankings of the greatest heavyweight of all time because my prospect, Gaethje Stevenson, is going to be 3 times the champion Daniel Cormier ever was. And so he'll just always be in my shadow one way or another.
There were multiple occasions in the midst of the time spent together where Jones and I argued about fighting each other in a boxing match, to which I agreed to do, if it's just boxing. We also, and the one that caught fire the most was the wrestling thing, because I said that I would wrestle him in Real American Freestyle Wrestling and I would beat him. That stems from John earlier saying, I would wrestle Daniel in a exhibition or a grappling match for charity. That was something he said prior. Luis, find that, clip that, throw that in the video so that the people see that I'm not making it up. I'm not making this up. There's a desire, right? Regardless of the respect for the fighting ability, there's a desire to compete against each other in something. I think that is honestly the most telling part of the relationship between myself and John Jones. That no matter what it is in terms of respect for skill, respect for ability, you guys know, in terms of a person, him and I will never be or see eye to eye. But in terms of the fighter, I feel like between us, there's a need to compete. And truthfully, in the heart of it, in the heart of the fighting, it was actually a gift to have someone with that level of skill to want to compete with that much and have that need for competition. And that still sits today. It's still in there. So while maybe we're not fighting each other physically like we did or throwing stuff at each other, it's still chirp, 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 box me, wrestle me, grapple me. Do something to make us be on the opposite side of a line to where him and I come together and we compete or fight.
You are a world champion UFC fighter, bro, and you're getting beat by the fucking jungle people. Motherfucker, it's not a fight I'm excited about. Like, it's like the girl at the party, everybody's f***ed, and you're just like, you know, like maybe if 3 a.m. hits and like there's nobody left, I might try it.
Yeah, you're saying Whittaker's body count is too high.
Yeah, Whittaker's body count's too high. I want to fight somebody that makes me excited.
Okay, and like, Fluffy is that fight?
Fluffy's the fight that like I'm excited, like, oh, yeah, give me something new, give me something different. You're gonna try to dry hump my leg, you know?
Rob Whittaker has called you out.
No, I don't want Whittaker.
You don't want Whittaker?
It doesn't do anything. I beat Whittaker. There's no title shot ahead of that. It doesn't do anything.
What do you think he has to do in the division now? Is he just kind of like a gatekeeper fighter?
Gatekeeper fighter, but it doesn't do anything to me. Like, it doesn't do anything. The good thing about Fluffy, guy's on like a 50-fight winning streak. You're next in line. He's like the American Chimaev. Like, that's the fight. That's the next title fight.
Okay, yeah, Whittaker's old news to you. I mean,
no,
he's called you out a couple of times.
I love Whittaker.
Mate, you know what, I think a lot of the time, my success, my record that I've got and finishing fights really quick, like if I don't finish the fight in the first minute, people think I'm looking shit. Yeah, people are like, oh shit, he's not looking good today. It's like, well, no, we're just evenly matched and we're having a fight. I've not punched him properly yet. It's been pretty smooth sailing as far as fans with me and stuff, but the tide has turned. But I've got a lot of good stuff as well. It's not all bad. But you know what, mate? It's just thickened my skin up a little bit, and you just got to see it for what it is. Dirty bastard, eh? He needs to cut his fingernails. Disgusting.
And I guess you have Ilya in your mind for a while now. He's been the champ since June. So how you picture that fight? How to fight someone like Ilya, who's shown like he has a lot of power, really good boxing. How to approach a fight against Ilya?
Yeah, I mean, really, I mean, I trust, you know, my A to B is what I have to trust in. I have to trust in my intuition. I have to trust in my ability to judge distance and time, and you know, and just be there. You know, this sport is so crazy. Anything can happen. There's a reason why we're all on the edge of our seats every fight, because anything can happen at any moment. And so, again, it comes down to not making mistakes against a guy like that. You know, not eating his right hand, not walking into his right hand. His left hook is his 2-3 is one of the best combinations I've seen in this sport. And so it's a beautiful challenge. And I love how scared I'll be.
Hey, how are you? Good. Good to see you. Hey, how are you, mate? All right? Good to see you. Good to see you. Coming today? Yeah. Today. Fly? Tired?
Yeah, that from flying, eh? Tired. 23 hours.
23 hours?
Yes.
Yeah?
One day.
Far out.
But then they're talking this 6-7 title fights. First and foremost, Henry, pardon my French, but who the wants to watch 7 title fights back to back, to 5-round title fights back to back to back? What if the 4 or the 5 or the 6 in a row are boring? I think it's a bad idea. Bad idea, because first of all, we want to see contender fights. We want to see guys who are willing to go risk their lives out there. When you're the champion, your whole goal is to keep that. You want to be smart. You want to be tactical. You want to strategically retain your title. Champions aren't going out there to just go, yeah, we're going to throw caution to the wind and just swing for the fences like we're in a bar fight. That's not what champions do, because that's not what gets you to be a champion. You got to be smarter than everybody else. And listen, so this whole notion of let's put 6 title fights on there, I think that's a bad idea. And honestly, I might be asleep by round 3, by title fight 3. I might be asleep.
Alex released a statement saying, "Thank you, my fans, for all the love. I would like to communicate with you guys that even though me and Tracy shared great moments together, we decided it would be better for the both of us to go our separate ways. I wish her nothing but the best in her journey."
Chuva de bênção. Deus é bom o tempo todo. É isso aí, empolgado, motivado, chama! Na outra.
Legal esse, né?
Essa aqui ainda tá indo.
Permaneçam sentados até que o nosso desligue os sinais de tensão. Tenha segurança após a nossa decolagem. Sim ou não? Obrigado.
Sim ou não? It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.